Flirting with body language is a natural way for someone to show interest without having to say the words directly. Some of these gestures have even been studied in psychology as common ways that women often do to flirt with men they like. If you see some of these body languages, it means that women are trying to flirt with you. 1. Wearing tight or sexy clothes. When a woman chooses tight or sexy clothes, it is not always about style or comfort. In many cases, this is part of a nonverbal strategy to attract the attention of the men she likes. According to the ornamentation hypothesis theory in evolutionary psychology, humans naturally use clothing and accessories to increase their attractiveness. This is similar to how male peacocks show off their tail feathers to attract mates. Women who want to look more attractive to men often choose clothes that emphasize their body shape, both consciously and unconsciously. A study by Hasselton and Gildersleeve, 2011, also found that women tend to dress more attractively during their fertile period, which is biologically intended to increase their chances of getting a mate. Another study by Grammer, Renninger, and Fisher, 2004, found that women often adjust their clothing based on who they are going to meet, especially if there is someone they like. However, it is important to remember that not all women who dress tight or sexy always have the intention of flirting. Some do it because of self-confidence, self-expression, or simply following fashion trends. But if the clothes worn appear more prominent when they are around a certain person, it could be an indication that she wants to attract the attention of that person in particular. In short, clothing choices are often part of subconscious communication in social interactions, especially in the context of attraction and attraction. If a woman starts wearing more prominent clothes when she meets you, she may be trying to flirt with you or at least wants to make sure that you notice her. 2. Squirming when near you. The movement of squirming or stretching the body when you are near someone you like is often not just a habit. In nonverbal psychology, this gesture can be a form of display behavior, which is behavior that is unconsciously done to attract the attention of the opposite sex. According to Desmond Morris, a human ethologist, wriggling can indicate comfort, confidence, and sexual attraction. When a woman stretches her body or squirms a little in front of a man who has caught her attention, this can be a subconscious signal that she wants to be noticed. Research by Grammer, Renninger, and Fisher, 2004, also found that more expressive and dynamic body movements often occur in flirting situations, especially when someone wants to attract attention nonverbally. In addition, wriggling can also be a sign that she is trying to display a more attractive body posture. For example, when a woman stretches her body, it can make her posture look more proportional or highlight certain body parts naturally. However, this gesture needs to be seen in a broader context. If she only does this once, it may just be a habit. But if she often wriggles or stretches her body every time you are around, it is likely part of her flirting body language. 3. Staring while playing with hair. Staring at someone while playing with their hair is one of the most classic signs of flirting. This is not just a habit, but also part of a subconscious gesture that shows interest. If she plays with her hair only when she is talking or looking at you, it can be a sign of interest. But if she does it repeatedly and in conjunction with other signs, such as smiling shyly or biting her lip, this is a pretty clear flirting signal. Staring while playing with hair is a classic gesture in nonverbal communication that often shows attraction and interest. However, like all other body language, it should be seen in the overall context. If she also shows other signs of flirting, chances are she is flirting or at least interested in you. 4. Walking while swinging her hips. The way a person walks can send a strong nonverbal signal, especially in the context of attraction. Women who sway their hips when walking near a certain man often do so naturally as a form of display behavior, which is behavior that aims to increase physical attraction. According to research by Hendry et al., men tend to be more attracted to women who have more flexible and balanced gait dynamics or walking patterns. More visible hip movements when walking are often associated with femininity, confidence, and sexual attraction. This is also a subconscious way for women to show the most attractive side of their body posture. In addition, evolutionary psychology explains that natural hip sway when walking reflects fertility and health, two factors that are biologically considered attractive by the opposite sex. This theory is supported by research by Marlowe and Wetzman, 2001, which found that posture and walking can affect how a person is judged in terms of physical attractiveness. However, it is important to distinguish between a natural and a fake gait. If a woman specifically changes the way she walks when passing or is near someone, it could be a sign that she is trying to attract attention, especially if accompanied by other gestures such as eye contact or a smile. 5. Playing with lips. Gestures playing with the lips, such as biting the lower lip, licking the lips, or touching the lips with a finger, are often part of flirtatious body language. This is not just a habit, but can be a subconscious sign that a woman is trying to attract the attention of a man nearby. According to research in the Journal of Nonverbal Behavior, facial expressions and lip movements play a big role in communicating attraction. When someone bites or licks their lips, it can reflect interest, mild anxiety, or excitement. This movement also makes the lips look fuller and moister, which is biologically associated with attraction. A study by Desmond Morris, 1971, in his book Man Watching also explains that the lips are one of the most expressive areas of the body in showing attraction. Women who are interested in someone tend to play with their lips as a nonverbal way to attract attention and create a sensual impression. From an evolutionary psychology perspective, moist and slightly parted lips mimic the appearance of someone who is aroused or emotionally interested. This can be a subconscious signal that is flirting without having to say a word. However, like other signs, context still matters. If a woman plays with her lips while looking at you and smiling, it is most likely a sign of flirting. But if she does it without eye contact or seems to be daydreaming, it could be just a habit or a normal reflex. 6. Frequently touching your arm or chest. Touching is one of the most powerful forms of nonverbal communication that shows attraction. If a woman frequently touches your arm or chest, it could be a sign that she feels comfortable and wants to create physical intimacy with you. In social psychology, there is a concept called touch escalation, where someone gradually increases the frequency and intensity of touch to test the response of the opposite sex. A study by Burgoon, Guerrero, and Floyd, 2010, in nonverbal communication showed that touching can increase emotional intimacy and indicate romantic interest, especially when done in a casual setting and without apparent reason. According to research by Morabian, 1971, touching in the context of social interactions often indicates feelings of comfort, confidence, and attraction. If a woman frequently touches your arm or chest while smiling, laughing, or maintaining eye contact, it is most likely a flirting signal. However, context still matters. Some people have a habit of touching while talking as a natural form of expression, without the intention of flirting. But if a woman touches you more often than anyone else around her, it could be a sign that she's particularly interested in you. 7. Eyebrow flicking while talking. Eyebrow movements are often part of microexpressions, which are small, spontaneous facial expressions that reflect a person's emotions. If a woman frequently plays with her eyebrows while talking to you, for example, raising her eyebrows briefly when looking at you or raising one eyebrow with a slight smile, this could be a sign of interest and openness in communication. In a study by Ekman and Friesen, 1975, on facial expressions, it was noted that the quick upward movement of the eyebrows when first seeing someone is known as the eyebrow flash, which is a universal sign of interest and pleasure. This movement usually lasts less than a second and often occurs when someone sees something or someone they like. Another study by Hess and Bourgeois, 2010, in social psychology showed that people tend to be more responsive to facial expressions that involve the eyebrows, because eyebrows play a role in strengthening emotional communication. If a woman repeatedly raises her eyebrows while talking to you, it could be a signal that she's enjoying the interaction and wants to keep your attention. However, it is important to see this sign in another context. If she plays with her eyebrows along with a smile, makes intense eye contact, or makes other flirtatious gestures, it is most likely a form of flirting. However, if her eyebrow movements are just part of her general expression when talking to everyone, it may just be her natural habit. 8. Showing strange body gestures. When a woman is interested in someone, she will often subconsciously make gestures or body movements that seem strange or unusual. This could be tugging at the hem of her shirt, swinging her legs, playing with her jewelry, or even making awkward movements around the men she likes. In nonverbal psychology, this can be explained by the concept of displacement behaviors, which are small movements that are made as a form of releasing tension when someone is feeling nervous or interested. A study by Givens, 2005, on nonverbal communication found that someone who is in love or feeling attracted often shows unconscious movements in response to nervousness and emotional excitement. In addition, gestures that seem unusual can also be a subconscious way to attract attention. For example, if a normally graceful woman suddenly makes small, quirky gestures around you, she may be trying to look more attractive or get your attention. However, this sign should be viewed in conjunction with other signals. If she uses these gestures in conjunction with frequent eye contact, smiling, or small touches, she is most likely trying to flirt and show her interest in you. 9. Constantly staring at you in a crowd. One of the most obvious signs that a woman is flirting with you is when she keeps staring at you in a crowd. Frequent and longer-lasting gazes indicate a special interest and focus on you, even though there are many other people around. Research by Argyle and Dean, 1965, in the intimacy equilibrium theory showed that prolonged eye contact is a strong indicator of emotional and romantic attraction. People who are attracted to someone tend to stare more, especially in crowded social situations, because their eyes naturally seek out the person they are interested in. Another study by Kellerman, Lewis, and Laird, 1989, also found that intense eye contact can increase feelings of closeness and attraction between individuals. If a woman frequently glances at you and doesn't immediately look away when your eyes meet, it could be a sign that she is interested in you. However, it's also important to distinguish between flirtatious gazes and casual gazes. If she glances at you several times, smiles, or seems embarrassed when caught staring, it's likely a sign of flirting. But if his gaze is more neutral or just a glance without any expression, maybe he is just looking without any particular intention.